Hello everyone, welcome to ACE online class and this is Narendra. And the today topic is simple interest and compound interest. You write any examinations, whether banking exam or group examinations or RRB exam, SSC exams, even for UPSC you have the CSAT exam. So everywhere it's a very important topic. So let's begin over here. I will go to the very first question and you can see on your board, and that is this. Shall we discuss this? Let's begin here. So here I can notice that the ratio of the sum invested in scheme X, sum invested in scheme X at R%, why the timer has started. Okay, I will take out the timer and coming to the question part. And on scheme X at R% per annum, the rate is not given here, R% per annum for 8 years, and the sum invested in scheme Y is 16% per annum compound interest. So notice that the first one is not mentioned, that it is mentioned already that it's a simple interest. Well, in the second case it is in compound interest. Okay, now for 2 years, whereas it is of 8 years, the second scheme for 2 years in 7:5. What is this ratio? The ratio of the sum. If I consider the first sum as 7x, the second sum will be 5x. The total interest received on the two scheme is 42.4% of the total amount invested. That means the total amount will be 12x. So the total interest is 12x of 42.4% is the total interest. Now it is said that what is the value of R? I just have to find out the rate of interest. Okay, anyone can answer this question? Do you know how to start this question to answer? Okay, I will give some clue to you. Those who are there on the live, look at this one. I will consider that this is 7x is the principal, rate of interest is R% per annum, and for 8 years. So how do I calculate the interest on simple interest? That is PRT by 100. Can I put this in the PRT by 100 formula? So my P is 7x. So let's write down over here, that is 7x into what is R? That R is given in the form of R%. That is what I need to find out. PRT, and which is 8 by 100. Hope I am clear up to this, plus compound interest. That is together we are getting the 42.4% of 7 plus 5, 12x. Okay. So what is the compound interest over here? Then we have the 16% per annum. So in case of compound interest, for 2 years it will not be 16 into 2, 32. In the earlier class I have given the list of all the percentage which you are expected to mug it up. So if you know that, so in case of simple interest it is 32%, but in case of compound interest it is 34.56%. So let's work out on this. That is 5x is the second principal, 5x, and into for 2 years the compound interest overall will be 34.56. So let's write down 34.56, that is for 2 years, and by 100 this will be your total interest of sum of the interest received in simple interest and also in compound interest. When I add up these two, I will be getting what percentage? That is 42.4% on the total 12x, 7 plus 5, 12x. So 4.2 of 12x, that is a percentage. So obviously into 100. That's how we start it. Okay, Likita, very good evening, madam. So, hope Likita, you understood this up to this. This is simple interest and this is compound interest. I have taken the principal as 7x and 5x. So, here it is 7x and here it is 5x, and the total interest is 42.4% of the total principal. The total principal is 12x. So, 12x 42.4. Okay, let me correct this one, not 42.2, it is 42.4. It's good that every class you are attending, different type of questions you will be able to answer it. So, can I give some time to you? Let's take that, I will not complete that 60 seconds, just wait for 30 seconds and then I will start working on it. If someone can answer the question, answer it. I will wait for 30 seconds. Right, Likita, it's good that every class you are attending it, you will be completely free and knowing every type of questions during all my classes which you are attending on the chapter wise. All type of questions you will expose. Come on, my friends, anyone can answer the question? Anyone can answer the question? Okay, now 30 seconds is over. Let's let me expand this one and see what happens here. So, when I notice that this, let the 100 and 100 be over here. So, as a result 7, 8 is 56, 56 XR. My left hand side is 56 X and the capital R, right, and 100 in the denominator, 100 in the denominator over here, that will get cancelled. So, I do not need to worry for that. The next one plus, how about this one, that is 34.56 into 5, I am getting 172.8. So, plus 172.8x, am I right up to this? So, which is equal to, that is 42.4 of 12. So, 12 into 42.4, that is 508 point, this is decimal over here. So, I will be getting 508.8x. What about the denominator? So, left hand side and right hand side, denominator will get cancelled. Okay. Now, now I need to simply simplify this one. Can you do this, my friends? So, here you notice that this is x and this is x. When you cancel this one, you will be getting this as 56 x will get cancelled. Okay, that's right. Now, can you see x is common here? If I take the x as common here, the left hand side is right hand side is x. So, x will get cancelled. So, I will be left with r only. Okay. Now, if I left with r, then what is 56 r as x is getting cancelled? Now, I will subtract this value from over here. Then I notice that 8 gets cancelled, 508 minus 172, and that I get 336. Can I get the r value? Can I get the r value now? What will be the r value? Come on, Likita. So, r is nothing but I will be cancelling this one. I notice that it is getting cancelled 6 times. What did I notice? That it is getting cancelled 6 times. Am I right? So, what is R? The R is 6%. That is what is asked in the question. What is R percentage? That 6% is my answer, and the 6%, that is option E. That's your answer. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Good response. Moving on to the next question. Now, here is your next question, and this question is more especially we get in the banking exams, but also in the other exams too. So, let me read the question and then we will discuss based on that. So, what is given here? A sum of rupees 15,800 was invested on simple interest for how many years? 4 years, and it amounts to rupees x. Let's assume that, or else I will consider this as P and Q. Okay, so the amount is rupees P. Amount is, and the amount is nothing but principal plus interest. If the rate of interest was 3% point less, so if the rate of interest initially was R, in the second case it is R minus 3 percentage point, R minus 3. Percentage point means the difference between one percentage to another percentage called percentage point. So in the first case the rate of interest is R, in the second case the rate of interest is R minus 3. Now what is said in this? After 4 years the amount is rupees Q. In the first case the amount is rupees P, the principal is same. If the rate of interest is reduced, then the amount will be rupees Q. Question is, which of the following values satisfy two blanks respectively? Two blanks respectively. Anusha, very good evening, madam. Very good evening. Will you try this one? I will just wait for 30 seconds here. Come on. Even the 60 second is there. After 30 seconds, I will start working on it. It's a very simple question. If you go on the book, you will find a very lengthy explanation for the questions like this. I will tell you the trick for this. Just hold on and try to answer the question. You have some time over here. And remember that in the first case it is for time is 4 years. In the first case the time is 4 years. And in the second case also the time is 4 years. Then, okay, I will give you the best method to answer this question. What is the best method I am talking about? So I am not showing the answer now. So what will be the difference in the amount? Tell me, here the rate of time is 4 years. Here also the time is 4 years. Here the principal is 15,800. In the first case the principal is 15,800. In the second case also the principal is 15,800. Where is the difference? Here you are getting R% and here you are getting R minus 4%. For 1 year if 3% less, for 4 years it will be how much percentage less on the principal? So 4 into 3, that is 12% less. That means the amount 1 is this one and here the amount 2. What should be the difference? The difference is 12% of the principal. So I will find out the 12% of the principal and then I will find out in which two amounts the difference is equal to 12% of 15,800. Let's work out and find out what is 12% of 15,800. So that 12% is equal to, let's multiply with 12. 12 8 is 96, carry 9 and 12 into 15, am I right? So 180 plus 9 and that comes 189. That means the amount 1 will be greater than amount 2 by 1896. So how many options are there here which can satisfy the difference between the amount 1 and amount 2 is 1896. All these values will be possible values. Come on, from here onwards you can answer the question, my friends. Let's answer it. Let's answer it. I will be just waiting for a couple of minutes. Then I will show you what should be the answer. Now already we have waited for a very long time, almost 1 minute. Now I am trying to find it out where we have a difference of 1896. Let's see that if I 1896, if I subtract from this, will I get this number? So that is 12 minus 6 is 6 and 11 minus 10 minus 9 is 1 and this is 8 minus 8 is 0. The 0 is not there. So 1 is not possible. A is not possible. And Likita has rightly striked. She says it's B and C. B and C. That means option choice B. Let's check that. Okay. Is it B and C or the B and E? Let me check the difference over here, the B. So, if I take out that is 1896, I really appreciate Likita, you tried it. So, that is 6 minus 6 is 0, that is 17 minus 9 is 8 and here it is 10 minus 8 is 2 and here 26 minus 1 25. So, B is correct. You said B and C only. Let's see that the difference 1896 is there from here to here, that is 14 minus 6 is 8, then here 7 minus 9, 17 minus 9 is 8, that's right, and here that is 2, 12 minus 8 is 4, that's right, and here that's 1, 2. Yes, this satisfies. Let me check whether E satisfies or not. Probably by mistake I put the option E instead of option B. Let's check this one. If I take out 1896 from here, so 10 minus 6 is 4, that's right, and then this is 11 minus 9 which is 3, not satisfying, so it's not. So you are right, it is a B and C. B, C and D, any option is there, B, C and D. So B and C and D combination is not there and I know the B and C is correct. Therefore, the B and C, option choice B. Well done, well done. All the questions are very qualitative questions. Hope this is so simply we are able to answer it. The next question on the board is this. Look at this one. This is a very easy question if you know how to answer the question. So let me check over here. What is the question? A certain sum of money lent at simple interest become 4 times itself in 8 years. In how many years the same sum become 10 times of itself if the itself 10 times of the principal at double the rate. Okay, look at this one, a small change with double the rate of interest. Can you try this one? I am giving the 60 seconds, but after 30 seconds I will start working on it. Try this one. Try this one. B and C. Mr. Venkat, I think. Yes? Beautifully answered it. Now, can you answer this question? It's a very simple. If you know how to answer the questions like this, within 10 to 15 seconds you will be able to answer it. Is it Venkat? Yes, Venkat is saying 12, Likita is saying 12. Let's check the answer, E 12. Well done, my dear friend. That means you know this concept. I am very happy here that you people are well aware of known models of simple interest and compound interest. 4 times in 8 years. A sum if 4 times, then the interest will be 4 minus 1, 3 times interest. And 3 times is nothing but 300%. So the 300% interest in 8 years, then assuming that the rate of interest is same, in that case 10 times means if it is 10 times, the interest will be 10 minus 1, 9 times, which is 900%. So 900% will be in how many years? So this is 3 into 3 is 9, 8 into 3 is 24 years. 24 years. Why did you not given the 24 years? Because here in the second case the rate is become double. If the rate is become double, the time will become half. So the time will be, rightly say, 24 by 2, which is 12 years That's your right answer, my dear friends. Well done. Well done. The next question on the board is this. Here. So, let me read the question and then I will give some time for you to answer this. Here you notice that a certain sum, I don't know what the sum is, lent on compound interest, okay, compounded annually, and its amount to 2 times itself in 2 years, 2 times itself in 2 years. After, in this case it is compound interest, in the previous question it was simple interest. After how many years will the sum become 32 times, 32 times of the sum at the same rate of compound interest? Yes, my dear friend, try this one. Your time is started. I will just wait for 30 seconds and some of you will definitely be able to answer the question. 10. Oh my God, what a speed, my dear friend. That means you know this one. Atul Venkat, Allu Venkat, you know how to answer the question. Likhita answered it. 10. Let me check that. 10 means option D. Yeah, that's right. That means in case of simple interest, you know how to handle. In case of compound interest also, you know this model. I am very happy to see that. That is 2 times itself in how many years? In 2 years. Okay, 32 times can be written as the same 2 base to the whole power 5, and I am sure you must have done on the same way. Now, we will multiply this 5 and this 2, and that comes 10 years, and your option choice D is perfectly right. Okay, my dear friends, moving on to the next question is this. Once again I will read the question and then I will give some time for you to answer the question. Now, what is the question? A sum of rupees 8,000 lent at compound interest, remember that compound interest amounts to rupees 27,000. So, we have the principal and we have the amount at certain rate of interest. We do not know what is the rate. And compounded in a certain period of time. We also know that, do not know the time. Okay. What the amount received on a sum of rupees 6,500 in 1/3 of the time. If this time is a certain period, if it is n, then here 1/3 of the time, that means n by 3 at the same rate of interest, same rate of interest. Here you need to apply your mind and it is slightly logical question. Your 30 second starts now. Even though 60 second is there, I will wait for 30 second and after that we will answer the question. Yes, Anusha, previous question you have correctly answered it. Allu Venkat, will you be able to answer the question? Shall I give some clue to you how to answer the question? What is the principal? The principal is 8,000. Okay, into 1 plus r by 100 to the whole power n, and the amount is given to us which is 27,000. So, which is equal to 27,000. Am I right? So, what is 1 plus r by 100 to the whole power n? So, this 8,000 will go and divide over there and I will be getting this value, that is 1 plus r by 100 to the whole power n, which is equal to 27 by 8. 27 by 8. What you need to find it out? So, we need to find it out is that if the principal is, the sum is rupees 6,500 and the time is 1/3. So, someone has answered the question. Now, 6,500 into 1 plus, look at the beauty of the question. This is r, I am just writing this in this format, r by 100 to the whole power n by 3, which is equal to How much? And Pavan, very, very good evening. The moment you come, you rocks the board. Okay, you already answered the question, and Pavan has said 9750. 9750, that means Pavan is saying the option D. So the time is up, I think. Let's check Pavan is correct or not. Option D is correct or not. Yes, yes, yes. The Pavan was never wrong. I salute you, Mr. Pavan. You are highly talented, well practiced. Any model comes, you are able to answer the question, my dear friend. Okay. Now I need this value. So what if I make a small modification over here, this is n by 3, then this will also be 1 by 3. Power 1 by 3 is nothing but cube root of these two numbers. And what is that cube root of these two numbers? The cube root of these two number will be, that is 3 by 2. So is it not that is 1 plus r by 100 to the whole power n by 3. 1 plus r by 100 to the whole power 1 by 3. Can I replace this value by how much? 3 by 2. That's what Pavan must have done this one. 6500 into 3 by 2. Yes, my friends? If anyone agree with Pavan, answer it. This is what? Here 1 plus r by 100 to the whole power n is 27 by 8. I need 1 plus r by 100 to the whole power n by 3. If I make the n by 3 here, then this will be 1 by 3, which is cube root of 27 by 8, which is 3 by 2. So this is equal to 3 by 2. I replace this 1 by 3 by 2. Anyone else answer the question? Okay. Anyhow, so when I cancel this one, you will be getting this as 9750. That's your answer. Well done. The next question on the board is this. Look at this one. Come on. All these are very healthy questions, and the people like Pavan who knows the concept can apply it in a very easy way. The interest earned on 6300 and on 6300 after 4 years at x% per annum. Simple interest, look at this one, simple interest is equal to what? The interest acquired on 7200 at 10% per annum compound interest. So 10% per annum compound interest for how many years? For 2 years. We all know 10% per annum for 2 years the compound interest will be 21% for 2 years. Find the interest acquired on 8100. This 8100 at x plus r percentage. That's for the x percent. Here x plus r percentage, simple interest for 3 years. Can you try this, my dear friends? Now let me give you some time for you to think how to start this question. Equal to. So that means I can frame an equation. I will give a start to you, that is 6300. Look at this one, 6300 for how many years? For 4 years. At what rate of interest? X%. So that is x by 100, which is equal to the compound interest on 7200 at the rate of 10% per annum for 2 years. So that is 21%. So that comes 7200 into 21%, that's 21 by 100. By using this, you will be getting the x value. Once you get the x value, you can find out what is x plus 8, and you can find out the 3 years interest on 8100, and that too simple interest. Come on, Pavan. And the Pavan has already answered. The Pavan has already answered. How about Atul Venkat? And the Pavan has said 3402. Option choice B. What is speed, Pavan? What is speed? And I can see the time is up. So I'll check your answer Option B is correct or not, Mr. Pawan? No, that's right. That's right. Well done. Well done. So, okay. What is x, Pawan? Yes, Pawan, what is the x value? So, by cancelling this, you notice that why not to cancel these zeros over here? 0, 0 gets cancelled. So, I will prefer to make the smaller number over here. So, the multiplication will be easy here. 63 into 4, that comes 4, 3, 12 carry 1, and 4, 6, 24 plus 1 is 25. So, 252x, which is equal to, what is the product of this number? The product of this number is 1 into 2 is 2, and then 2 to 4 plus 7, that is 11 carry 1, and 14 and 1 15. So, this is the value. This how much x is equal to 1512. So, 6 times, look at this one, 6 to 12 carry 1, and 6 into 25, 150 plus 1, 151. So, I am getting x is equal to 6, that is 6%. Anyone else? Atul Venkat? Yes, my dear friend. Thank you very much for your quick response. Once I get the x value, then what is the next one? Pawan, long back answer the question. I really happy to that you come on my classes. So, I need the x plus 8, that is 6 plus 8 is 14. And for how many years? 3 years. 14 into 3 is 42%. So, I need to find out 42% of 8,100, Nikita. So, 8,100 into 42%, that is 0.42. And you notice that this gets cancelled over here. 2 into 1 is 2, and this is 4 and 16 is 20 carry 2. And the next one, 32 plus 2 is 34. That's your answer. Well done. Well done. Yes, right. Right. Anusha and Likhita, is that clear to both of you? Okay. I am moving on to the next question. Let's see if both Allu Venkat and Pawan can answer the question or not. And it's this. Let me read down this question, and then I will give you certain time. Sunita borrowed, it's a very good question. Sunita borrowed a certain sum from Anita at the rate of 10% per annum on simple interest for 5 years. Well, out of the amount borrowed, Sunita retained 1/6 of the sum. Retained, she left, kept with herself 1/6 of a principal. If she borrowed P, then she kept 1/6 of P with herself and lend the remaining amount. What is the remaining amount? 5 P by 6 is the remaining amount if the initial amount is P. So, she lends 5 P by 6 amount to Pranita at 16% per annum simple interest for 5 years. If Sunita gained rupees 4,000 during the entire transaction, how much amount was retained by Sunita? 1/6 of P retained by Sunita. How much that amount is? Come on, my friends, here your 60 seconds starts. That's right, Anusha. It's clear, that's right. Now, let's see if Pawan can answer this question. You have certain time over here. Shall I give the clue? Shall I give some clue here? So, she left with 4,000. That means interest earned is 4,000 more than interest paid. So, what is the interest earned? The principal is 5P by 6. It's the principal. And what is the rate of interest? 10% for 5 years, that is 50%. 50 by 100. This is the interest. No. Here it is 16% per annum for 5 years. So 16 into 5, that is 80. 80% she earns. So 80 by 100 minus, this is what the interest she earned, minus the interest paid. The interest paid on P. So that is P into what percentage interest paid? 10% per annum for 5 years, that is 50%. So that is 50 by 100. The interest earned minus interest paid is the income. That's equal to 4,000. Come on. I am sure Pawan can answer the question. Pawan can answer the question. I am not very sure about the Atul Venkat. Now by solving this, will you get the value of P or not? And once you get the P, the question is how much Sunita retained. She retained 1/6 of P. And we got the Pawan answer. And the Pawan is saying it's 4,000. Oh my God. You are a superhero for all of us, sir. So let's check this one. How do I cancel this part? I notice that this gets cancelled. Let's make it the as a small value as possible over here. This is 4 times and this is 5 times. With 5, 5, this gets cancelled. This is 2 times and this is 3 times. That means 2P by 3. Correct me, Mr. Pawan, if I go wrong. If the method is lengthy, please correct me. So here it is 2, that is P by 2, which is equal to 4,000. Am I getting P or not? Anyone else answer the question? Allu Venkat, up to this is clear. Likhita, up to this is clear. Now, what do we next? I will take the simple LCM over here. You know the rest part is a simple simplification over here. So this is 2 times 4P and 3P, that is P, which is equal to 6, 4 is P is equal to 24,000, which is equal to 4,000. Right? 6 P by 6 is equal to 4,000. Then what is P? I am directly writing P, and the P is equal to 24,000. 24,000. And once I get the P 24,000, I need to take that 1/6 of 24,000. So that is 24,000 1/6. You are very well aware that that is nothing but 4,000. Option choice E. That's what Pawan suggested. Let me check that. Pawan is right. Pawan is right. Was it a difficult question, Likhita? Was it a difficult question, Anusha? Was it a difficult question, Allu Venkat? No. If you know how to proceed here. Moving on to the next question. And that is this. Okay. Filling the blank. Let's say that if Pawan can answer this question. A man invests rupees 12,500 in a scheme that offered 16% simple interest per annum for 4 years. So I can find out the interest over here. He invests P rupees in another scheme that offered 20% compound interest per annum for 2 years. We know if the 20% and the compound interest for 2 years, it will become 44%. The compound interest earned is R%. Compound interest earned is R% of the simple interest earned. So the compound interest by, let me erase this. So compound interest by simple interest into 100, that is R percentage. Now what is the question here? Which of the following values satisfies to fill the blank? And we don't have the multiple options over here. There is only one option will satisfy. Your time starts now. Come on and answer the question. Now let me check how much time Pawan will take to answer it? Option A, Anusha, it's correct. So I need to go for the verification, option verification. But before that, what are we going to do over here? That is, what is 64% of 12,500. So here it is 12,500 and 64% is nothing but 0.64. Now 125 into 64 and I am getting this one as 8,000. 8,000. And what is this 8,000? That is your simple interest. Now what should be the investment over here so that the second one R% will satisfy. So how do I do it this one? I will go for the option verification. Anyone answer? Pawan answer the question. He says option C. Let's check that. It is E. It is no. C is correct, my friend. Option C is correct. Let's check one by one and then we will step into. First I will check the option A. How do I check the option A over here? So compound interest. Let's the principal is 12,000. Then rate of interest is 20% per annum for 44%. So what is 44%? That is 0.44 of 12,000. And that comes here, you will cancel these two zeros and you will multiply this one and you will find that this 0 and 12,448 carry 4 and 12,448 plus 4 is 52. Now is 52 is in the simple interest we got 8,000. 8,000 into 100 will I get 55%. What is check this one? Will I get 55%? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And will it be 55 times? So 5 times 5 at 40. I left with 128. It will not go for 5 times. 5, 8, 5 is 40. Okay. I will take this one 5. So 5, 8 is 40. Now why not to take 6 here? I can see that the first time it goes 6 times. So it is not 55%. Option A is eliminated. The similar way when you check the option B will be eliminated. Option C, what Pawan said is correct. Let's check that. What if this is 8,000 and I need to pay 44% on 8,000, that is compound interest. So I will cancel these two over here and then I left with a 0. So that is 1 0 is over here. Then with 8, 8 4 is 32, carry 3 and 8 4 32 plus 3 is 35. Am I right here? So is this number, if I take the 44% of 8,000 should be equal to this one, or this by 8,000 into 100 should be equal to 44. So let's check will I get the same thing or not. So 1, 2, 3 gets cancelled over here and with 8 44 times 8 4 is 32. 8 4 is 32, carry 3 and again 8 4 is 32, 44%. So option C satisfies it. Well done, well done. And Allu Venkat, option C. It was a mistake of mentioning E. It's not the E, it's C. Well done, my dear friend. The next question on the board is this. Here you know that data comparison is one area where the Q1 is greater than Q2, Q1 is equal to Q2. The questions like this on simple and compound interest. So let's read the question first. Sudhir invested a certain sum of money, certain sum, I don't know what sum, on simple interest bond who grows to 992, rupees 992 at the end of 2 years, and rupees 1400 grows to, that means amount, not interest, grows to, that is amount, in 7 years. Now, your quantity one, rate of interest at which the amount is, sum is invested, and the second one 10%. You need to find out what is the relation. So, it relation will be worked out only when you find out the rate of interest. Yes, my dear friend, check it. I will wait for 30 seconds and your time starts here. Come on. And after that, I will start working on it. Okay, Pawan has already answered the question. Q1 is greater than Q2. Oh my God. He says the Q1 is greater than Q2. Option choice B. Option choice B. Anyone? Anyone else? So, before I show the answer, let me give some clue to the other people. 7 minus 2, 5 years. So, 5 years interest will be 5 years interest will be how much? And that will be the difference between these two. And the difference between these two, I can clearly see that this is 480. So, 5 years interest is 480. Now, I need a 2 years interest, so that 2 years interest will be subtracted from the amount. I will be getting the principal. So, what will be the 2 years interest? So, 480 into 2 years interest, whereas this is of 5 years interest, and that I am getting this one as 192. Am I right? That's 9 and 6. Okay. That's right, 192. So, what is my principal? My principal will be this amount, that is 9092. From here, if I take out this 2 years interest, I will be getting the sum. So, that is 2 years interest is 192 and my sum is 800. And once I get the sum, I can find out the rate of interest. So, this interest 192 into 100 by 800 into 2, I am getting the rate of interest R. And by cancelling this, I can clearly see that 16, 2 and 3. So, that is 12% is the rate of interest. So, here in the first case, what is the value over here? The Q1 is 12%, Q2 10%, Q1 is greater than Q2. Is that? Yes, yes, yes. So, let me check the answer. Option E. Okay, I think by mistake option E is left in all the options. I am extremely sorry for that, my dear friends, but the answer is here B, Bombay. Is clear to everyone? Clear to everyone? Moving on to the next question. Now, it is here. Let us see that how this question is different than the previous questions. A man borrows rupees 4,200 as compound interest at the rate of 10% per annum. Fine. In the condition of payback in 2 equal annual installment, it is a compound interest, 2 equal annual installment. Now, find the amount of each installment. If you know the method, you can answer it, my dear friend. So, I am giving your 60-second time. Okay, okay, Anusha, that is good. Hope Likita is also understanding. Come on. When 2 equal installment in case of compound interest, how do you find out the installment? If you know, it is fine. I hope these are the standard question of a compound interest. Pawan will be able to answer it. Even Allu Venkat will also be able to answer it. And the Pawan has said option E. Option E, none of this. None of this. I think by default in all the options I left, it's C, my dear brother. It's C, 2561. Okay, option E. Let me see how is it possible. How do we find out? How do we find out in this case? What is the rate of interest? 10%. So 10% fraction is nothing but 1 by 10. So what will be the amount by principal? So that is 10 plus 1 is 11 by 10. Am I right? So in this process we use the two figures. This is one, 11 by 10. In the second figure is this 11 by 11 plus 10, that is 21. These two fractions, with this fraction we will multiply 4200, you will be getting the equal annual installment, because it is a compound interest, not the simple interest. Let us begin here, and that is 4200 into 11 by 10 and into 11 by 21. What will come if I cancel this one? So 210. So this gets cancelled 20 times. 121, 11 square, 121. And 2 times of this 0 and this is 2 and 24. 2420, my dear friend. Once again check Pawan, Allu Venkat, check. This is the method. What we do is 10%. So it is become 110%. 110% will be the amount, 110 by 100, which is nothing but 11 by 10. The shortcut method for that is 11 by 10, and the second multiplication is 11 by the total of these two, numerator and denominator, that is 21. So multiply this 4200 by 11 by 10 and 11 by 21. You will be getting the two equal installment. Okay, I think Anusha has done it clearly. Likhita must have understood it. Now I will go for 3 equal installment. The next question is based on this. 3 equal annual installment. Check this one, what is happening. A man borrows rupees 27,300 at a compound interest at the rate of 20% per annum in a condition to pay back 3 equal annual installment. It is a compound interest. Find the amount of each installment. If you know the trick, you will be able to answer this question, my dear friend. Still, I give some time for you to think about it. The total 13 questions are there, 2 more questions are left. Try this, not an issue. Once again I will check the answer, because both of you, the Pawan and Allu Venkat, both of you have said option E. Where you might have gone wrong, I will check that part, my dear friend. And Allu Venkat has said 2561 is the answer. Those who knows the short approach of this will be comfortably able to answer this question, or else just wait for another 20 seconds. I will explain you how to do it. The trick to answer the questions like this. Okay. Now I'll give the discussion over here. The 20%. What is the amount by principal? 120 by 100. Or what is the fraction? 20%. 120 by 100. Or in terms of fraction, you can write down 20% as 1 by 5. The amount will be 5 plus 1 is 6, 6 by 5. Here also look at this one, you are getting 6 by 5. So this 6 by 5 will be my base, and reverse this 6 by 5 to 5 by 6. Up to this, it's clear to all of you. So I will take the 3 figure, 5 by 6 to the whole power 0 is to 5 by 6 to the whole power 1 is to 5 by 6 to the whole power 2. That will be your ratio, and from there we make a fraction with which I need to multiply 27,300. That is principal. So, how much is that? Any number to the whole power 0 is 1. So, this is 1 is to 25 by 5 by 6. So, this is 5 by 6 and is to 25 by 36. Now, convert this into integer. What is the LCM of 1, 6 and 36? That is 36. The LCM is 36. So, my first number will be 36 into 1 is 36 is to 36 into 5 by 6 is 30 is to 36 into 25 by 36, which is 25. Now, from here I will derive two fractions with which I will multiply the principal. That will give us the 3 equal installment. And what is that fraction? One is this 36 by 30, and the second one is the same 36 by the total part. What is that total part? 36 plus 30, 66 plus 20, 86 plus 5, 91. So, multiply the principal with these two fractions, you will be getting 3 equal installment. This is the short trick to answer the questions of compound interest paid in 3 equal installment. Can you answer the question now, my dear friend? Come on. At least now you can answer the question. Okay, don't worry, I'll be working on this. So, that is 27,300. All these I have explained how to derive this fraction, or else I could have been simply written down this fraction. So, you know what I am doing here. So that it does not matter whether it is a 10% or 15% or 20%. So, here it is 36 by 30 and into 36 by 91. Come on, anyone answer the question? Okay, not to worry, let me answer this one. This gets cancelled how many times? I notice that 3 times it is getting cancelled, and 300 divided by 30 I am getting 10 times over here. Now, 36 square followed by 0, and that will come, if you must be knowing 36 square is 1296 and put a 0 over here. That should be your answer. That means option choice 11,960, 12,960, option choice B. That is your answer. Okay? At least if you are not able to answer the question, you have learned the method, but in the exam do not write everything on step by step. So, you know that the first one will be 1, the second one will be 5 by 6, and the third one will be the square of this, that is 25 by 36. Not to worry, hope you have learned this one. Option choice B is the answer. I am moving on to the next question, and that is this. Okay, all questions are almost new. Let us check if you can answer this question. An amount of rupees 6,000 become rupees 7,524 in 2 years at compound interest annually. If the rate of interest on the first year is 10%, what is the rate of interest in the second year? Can you answer it? Okay, I will give some clue and then I will give time to you. In the first year, if it is 10%, then what is 10% on 6,000? 600. So, add that 600, the principal for the second year will be 6,000 plus 600, which will be 6,600. and in this you are paying certain interest, and that's become 7,524. Has 7,524. Now you can find out the interest, and you have the interest, you have the principal, you can find out the rate of interest. Yes, my dear friends, come on, work on it. 14. Oh my God, oh my God. Let me check, just hold on once. Acha, anyhow, the Pawan has answered the question 14, and the option choice C. You are right, right, Mr. Pawan. So now I'll check what is the difference between these two, and the difference between these two is how much? 924. So 924 is the interest. For the second year, this is the principal, this is the interest. I need to simply find out the rate of interest, which Allu Venkat has rightly said 14. So 924 is what percentage of 6,600? Obviously into 100 goes on, so as two zeros gets cancelled, when you divide this one, you are getting 14%, which is absolutely right. Well done Anusha, option C, well done. This is the 12th question. 13th question is the last question of this class and is here. This time if Allu Venkat can answer the question or not, let's see this one. That is, the simple interest acquired on amount of rupees 5,200 at the end of 2 years is equal to the compound interest acquired on rupees 5,000 at the end of 2 years. Now, compounded annually at the same rate, So, what is the rate of interest? As equal to, there is an equation here. Now, in order to get the rate of interest, I need what is the rate of interest? In this case, R is equal to SI into 100 by P into T. So, what all is there here? A simple interest acquired on amount of rupees 5,200. So, we have P. What we have is P. Okay. The second one we have T. What I don't know is the interest. How can I find out the rate? But a equation is given here in order to satisfy this. So, let us see that if someone can answer this question here, my dear friend. Someone can answer this question. I can give you the structure. And what is the structure? That is 5,200 into 2 into R. Let us assume that rate of interest is R by 100, which is equal to this 5,000, the second principal 5,000, and within the bracket SI is equal to P into this 1 plus R by 100, the same R by 100 to the whole power, how many years? 2 years, to whole power 2 minus 1. But while you are solving, you will definitely find the difficulty in the process of solving the question. The best way is check with the option. If you put the 10%, whatever the value comes, in 2 years 21%, so one satisfies or not. If you take the 16%, take the 16 into 2 is 32% of this number, and replace here 16 for 2 years, it is 34.56 for 2 years. You are expected to know this one. For 2 years it is 34.56%, and 18% for 2 years 39.24%, and for 14% for 2 years you are getting, am I talking about 14%? Okay. Now, for 8% for 2 years, that is 16.64%, and like that you can check it out. or if you can solve the equation, solve it. You have 60 seconds, and this is the last question of the class. Oh my God, what a response, Mr. Pawan. You said 8%, option E. Okay, definitely you might have checked it with the unit digit. Unit digit. What do I mean when you checked it with the unit digit? If you have taken the R as 10%, here it is 10 into 20%, right? So 20% is nothing but 0.2. You are multiplying this number by 0.2. So as 1 0 will get cancelled, you are getting the 0 here and 4 here. Now and rest of the multiplication, leave it. Now here 21%, if the R is 10%, so here I need 21% of this. So what is the unit digit over here? This 2 0 gets cancelled, first is 0 and then a second number is 5. So can you see that both will not be equal? Something followed by 40, something followed by 50 will not be equal. So option 1 is not valid. How quickly it is strike in Pawan's mind? If we pick up the 8% there, 8 to 16, and in 16 you see that 2 zeros gets cancelled, and 16 2 is 32, carry 3, and 16 5 is 80 plus 3 is 83. If you go for 16% for 2 years, that is a 16.64 compound interest, must be knowing all of you. Then if I go for 16.64%, am I getting this number? So here that 0 0 gets cancelled here, 3 zeros gets cancelled, one more 0 has to be cancelled. So 5 4 is 20, that 0 will go on, and then I left with 2. So 5 6 is 30 plus 2 is 32, carry 3, and 16 into 5, that's 80, plus 3 is 83. That means left hand side is equal to right hand side. Well done, Allu Venkat, well done my dear friend. Option E, well done. So thank you very much for attending the class, and please, even one question help you, liked it. Those whoever watching the recorded video, for them also I am requesting, if it helped you even for one question, please like and share with your friends. And with this, thank you very much to all of you and wish you all the best. Thank you.